Hello, this is the fourth program in our series on Wicca. Wicca. Is it real? Is it real? What's going on? When you look at it, it seems, well, like make-believe, like a little kid's sort of a game. But it's not. It is for real. I'm just going to answer that. Wicca is for real. It's not fairy tale. It's not make-believe. It's the real deal. But it's dangerous. And highly dangerous as well. And why I'm doing this is simply to provide information. People might know what it really is all about. It's often given quite a benign and even attractive slant in our culture, and so I wanted to let people see what it is, and also I want to give a little bit of a perspective of it from a Christian point of view. All right, I'm on point number 6 now, called Basic Wiccan Principles and Ethics. Most Wiccan practices can be divided into two categories, eclectic and traditional. Eclectic, that is where Wiccans compile their practices from a variety of sources. Traditional, well, Wiccans here use a system of practices that have been handed down to them and have a certain level of consistency, though the lines will sometimes blur. Some of the traditions are Gardnerian, Alexandrian, Fairy, F-E-R-I, Fairy, 1734, just 1734, Celtic and or Celtic Reconstructionist, Minoan, Seax Wicca, that's S-E-A-X, Wicca, Astru, A-S-A-T-R-U, Church of All Worlds, Covenant of the Goddess, New Reformed Orthodox Order of the Golden Dawn, Central Valley Wicca, Blue Star, Dianic Wicca, and Reclaiming. Now, Wiccan principle, I have a list of 7 Wiccan principles I want to read. Wiccan principle 1, deity becomes a polarity. Many Wiccans believe that there is a single great divine force, which they call spirit, the all, the divine, or just deity. Principle number 2. Deity is immanent. That means right here. Meaning that deity is inherent or present in all people and things. This is close to the definition of animism, which is that everything has a consciousness of its own, but different in that there's a sacred force that infuses everything, and that force is the deity or a part of deity. Wiccan principle 3. The earth is divine. Wiccans believe that the earth is a manifestation of deity and may be called Gaia. Therefore, many Wiccans believe that a significant part of their spiritual path is taking care of the earth. Wiccan principle 4. Psychic power or psychic abilities help Wiccans with many things, like honing their intuition, divination, or reading astrological charts or tarot cards, for example, and sensing things that science cannot yet explain, like the spirits of the dead or the presence of the gods with people. Wiccan principle 5. The use and practice of magic. The idea that everything is infused with the divine, and thus the divine can cause change to occur in conformance with the will of the magician. That's the basic principle of magic. Further, it is the concept that all things contain some divine energy which can be tapped into in order to affect things. Wiccan principle 6. Reincarnation. Wiccans have different positions on this. 1, some believe that our souls are reborn into new bodies. 2, our essence recycles after our bodies die and become cosmic energy. 3, we all share one soul, and that this soul experiences the many possibilities of life by inhabiting all of our bodies at the same time. Wiccan Principle 7. Sex is sacred. Sexuality is then considered a gift from the gods, and gay sex is as good as any other form of sex, except that in the sexual practices none are to be harmed. Now, key ethical principles of Wicca. 1. Wicca is not satanic or anti-Christian. Wiccans do not believe in Satan. Satan is part of the Christian religion, and Satanism is a Christian heresy. So they frequently want to get away from any kind of devil Satan talk. They say, well, that's a crazy thing the Christians brought up, but they didn't say that not Wiccans agree on this, and a lot of Wiccans go straight forward and acknowledge it, that they're dealing with the dark side, evil forces, even Satan himself. So, I want to make that plain. I've done it about twice. Wiccans can worship or honor more than one religion. Wicca is not a way to get power over others, not only about magic, not only about magic, and not an excuse to wear edgy clothes, nor is it a mask for sexual abuse. And I kind of think that they mention some of the real reasons why people get into it. Power over people, that's what magic is about. You're going to do things, affect things, against people's will, without their knowledge. Not very ethical, in my view. It says it's not only about magic. Well, yeah, it's got trance stuff. It's got mediumship. It's got astral projection. It's not just about magic, but it's about spiritism, too. Not an excuse to wear edgy clothes. Well, I don't know. Not a mask for sexual abuse. I don't know about that either. When you take a look at some of the images you see on the internet regarding it, you begin to wonder what's what. Next point, witches should never attack, but they can only use their magic to defend themselves. Next, do no harm. Everything else is fair game. Of course, you know, what's the definition of do no harm? How can you really interact or act with somebody without their knowing it, casting spells, getting your way done, and there's no harm done? That doesn't seem... Next is black magic. Magic is like electricity. It is neither good nor bad. It just is. If you intend to harm, you are doing negative magic. If you intend the greatest good of all, then you are working positive magic. Next point, all things in life exist along a continuum. They are neither totally good nor totally bad, but lie somewhere between these two polarities. Next, all life forms killed in a healing, let us say. Okay, healing. Somebody has a disease. Somebody gets healed, so-called healed. Well, you know that many microbes, bacteria are going to be killed, and so they bring that up. They say everything has a right to live, but a virus or a bug is making someone sick, and healing is therefore justified. The point is the greater good predominates. Wiccans point out that for them, nature is neither good nor evil. It just is. Witches recognize that it is our best interest to keep the earth healthy and vital. While many religions have a holy book, Wiccan's book is the earth itself and all of her creatures. All right, that is the end of this particular part. I'll be back with just 2 more videos.